Imagine discovering that the secret to becoming a top-tier performer in any field isn't raw talent, but three specific abilities you can learn and master today. If a single shift in perspective could dictate the next 5 years of your career, this book provides exactly that catalyst. Today, we are diving into a timeless classic of personal development, The Condition of the First Class, by best-selling author and Meiji University professor Takashi Saito. This book isn't about fleeting life hacks or shallow productivity tips. Instead, it uncovers the universal principles of mastery, the fundamental skills that allow anyone to thrive, adapt, and reach the pinnacle of their chosen field, no matter the circumstances or the era. Saito introduces us to three essential forces that separate the masters from the amateurs. The first is the power to steal. Now, he isn't advocating for plagiarism or unethical behavior. The power to steal is the profound ability to closely observe masters, dissect their techniques, and absorb their hidden knowledge. Many of us fall into the trap of superficial imitation. We copy the outward appearance of success, but fail to grasp the underlying mechanics. True stealing requires you to understand the core principles behind a master's actions and seamlessly integrate them with your own unique strengths. It is a proactive, intensely observant state of mind where you transform admiration into actionable skill, completely internalizing the mastery of others. The second force is the power to summarize. In a world overflowing with endless information and constant noise, the ability to extract the absolute essence of a subject is a superpower. Summarizing isn't just about condensing a long text. It's a way of organizing your entire life. It is the ability to instantly grasp the core of a problem, strip away the non-essentials, and communicate your thoughts with razor-sharp clarity. Saito emphasizes that those who can summarize effectively are the ones who command attention in meetings, build deep connections, and navigate complex situations with ease. By honing this skill, you prioritize what truly matters, saving invaluable time and mental energy while naturally stepping into a leadership role. The final pillar is the power to execute, or the driving force. You can steal the best techniques and summarize the greatest ideas, but without the momentum to push them forward, they remain mere dreams. The power to execute is the ability to channel your physical and mental energy into a concentrated burst of action to achieve a goal. Interestingly, Saito places a heavy emphasis on physical vitality and rhythm. He argues that leaving leftover, unspent energy at the end of the day actually breeds anxiety. True masters burn their energy completely through intense focus, which allows them to rest deeply and wake up rejuvenated, creating a powerful, self-sustaining cycle of execution. They transform their daily habits into polished skills, aligning the rhythm of their bodies with the rhythm of their work to create an unstoppable momentum. When you fuse these three forces, stealing knowledge, summarizing the essence, and executing with relentless drive, you reach the ultimate goal of mastery, the creation of your own, unmistakable style. This book is a masterclass in shedding mediocrity and forging a path where you are not just participating in your field, but truly leading it with profound presence and effortless grace. Let's turn the page and uncover the deeper strategies and real-world applications behind these principles, examining exactly how you can build this unstoppable momentum in your own life.
Have you ever looked at someone at the top of their game and just wondered, how? How do they do it? Well, today we're digging into a powerful formula for mastery, and it comes from Sayo Takashi's legendary book, The Conditions of the First Class. So let's start with a big question. What if that spark, that genius that we all admire, wasn't something you're just born with? What if it was something you could actually build step by step? What if there was a recipe for it? You see, the ideas we're talking about today, they come from a book that was so influential that when it went out of print in Korea, it stayed out of print for 18 years. Used copies were selling for crazy amounts of money. This wasn't just a book. It was like a closely guarded secret to getting ahead. And today, we are unlocking that secret. We're going to break down the three fundamental powers that make up this entire formula for becoming what the author calls first class. Ready? The buzz around this book's comeback wasn't just because it was hard to find. It was because the ideas inside are just timeless. So let's get into the first one. All right, the first ingredient has a pretty provocative name. It's not just about learning, it's about taking exactly what you need to grow. So, what is it? It's called the power to steal. Now, hold on, this isn't about plagiarism, okay? Think of it like a master chef. You're not just copying their recipe down to the gram. No, you're trying to understand their whole philosophy of flavor, why they do what they do. And this right here shows you the huge difference. Simple imitation, that's just tracing the lines on a drawing. It's superficial. The power to steal is about understanding the blueprint. It's about getting to the core principle and truly making it your own. Okay, so once you've absorbed all these deep principles, how do you even manage them? In this world of just constant information overload, this next power, well, it's absolutely crucial. This is the power to summarize. You know that feeling of drowning in information? This is your life raft. It's the ability to look at a 300-page report and pull out the one single sentence that matters most. It's all about finding that signal in all the noise. And this is really where the famous 80-20 rule comes into play. You see, mastery isn't about knowing everything. No way. It's about finding that vital 20% of information that gives you 80% of the results. And the power of summarization? That's how you find that golden 20%. The book even gives you this brilliant, super practical method to train this skill. It's the 3-color system. You grab 3 pens. Red is for the hard facts, the really important stuff. Green is for your own thoughts, things that you find interesting. And blue is for the main takeaways. Seriously, try it with the next article you read. It is a total game changer. So you've stolen the principle. You've summarized the core. But here's the thing. Knowledge without action is, well, it's just trivia, right? So now it's time to fire up the engine that turns all that potential into actual reality. And this is the power to propel. Think of this as the rocket fuel for mastery. It's that force that takes your ideas off the whiteboard and launches them into the real world. It's about getting things done. So let's lock this in. It all starts here with the power to steal. You find the master, you get inside their head, and you understand their blueprint. Then you bring in the power to summarize. You cut away all the fluff, all the noise, until you're left with just the powerful, essential truth. And finally, you unleash the power to propel, to bring that truth to life. Steal, summarize, propel. That's it. That's the engine of mastery right there. So what actually happens when you combine these 3 incredible powers? You don't just become a clone or some kind of robot. No, you create something brand new. So what is it? You develop your style. Style is that magic that happens when you take those stolen principles, mix them with that hard-won clarity, and filter it all through your own unique personality. It's your signature on your work and on the world. And I love how the author puts it. He says, when you find your style, you can affirm your life itself. So this goes way beyond just your job. We're talking about something much, much bigger here. So what does this all mean for you? Let's pull it all together into a mindset that you can literally start using, like today. Look, the path to mastery isn't some big mystery. It's a system. Steal the principles, summarize for clarity, propel into action. And from all that, you forge your own unique style. It's that simple and that powerful. The formula is simple. But yeah, the work is not. So the real question is, where are you going to begin? Which one of these powers will you start building first? The journey starts right now. So, go for it.